Hello beautiful people, we are back with a new video on the Robot Announcer channel today. Our topic today will be our iPhone 14. I seem to hear you say what this iPhone series has brought into our lives. I shared a video about iPhone on my channel before. It covered all that history and development and models up to iPhone 14. Apple iPhone 14 features, release date, price have been announced. The countdown has begun for the release date of the iPhone 14 family. The price of the new models, which will be launched by technology giant Apple this year, will increase by $100 compared to the iPhone 13 series, according to the leak. So, what are the iPhone 14 Pro Max technical specifications? How much is the iPhone 14 price? How much will it cost? From the iPhone 14 to the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the likely features, price and release date of the new iPhones, as well as all the details about the new iPhones. Technology giant Apple is expected to introduce iPhone 14 models. With the new model, some features will be added to the iPhone 14 series. Normally, new iPhone or iPhone models are announced in September and October. iPhone 14, 14 Pro and 14 Max technical specifications and prices were the subject of curiosity. Apple will introduce iPhone 14 models this year. Although there is no announcement from the company about the promotion date yet, the organization is expected to take place in September or October. Allegedly, the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max models will come with 6 GB of RAM and a newer, faster type of memory. Some information about the prices of iPhone 14 models has emerged. According to the leak, the price of the new models will increase by $100 compared to the iPhone 13 series. The prices of the iPhone 14 series are expected to be as follows: iPhone 14, $799, iPhone 14 Max, $899, iPhone 14 Pro, $1,099, iPhone 14 Pro Max, $1,199. Since 2017, iPhones with Face ID have a notch on the front that houses all the necessary hardware for face scanning. This will change with the iPhone 14. We saw a reduction in the notch in the iPhone 13 series. In the iPhone 14 series, Apple is removing the notch and switching to a new design. The pill-shaped notch will appear on the screen of the iPhone 14, together with the single point that we are used to seeing on Android phones, which is referred to as a hole punch. However, this feature will unfortunately be limited to the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. The iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Max screen will continue to have the standard notch. It looks like there won't be any major design changes this year. The camera bump could be more prominent, which means we'll be facing a thicker iPhone. New iPhones always offer camera improvements, and that won't change with the iPhone 14. There will be improvements in the ultra-wide camera. Apple's periscope lens, which allows much more optical zoom, will probably not be found in the iPhone 14 series, as we will see among the remarkable camera features of the iPhone 15. The iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max are expected to feature a 48MP camera and 8K video recording. Sadly, these features will not be available on plain iPhone 14 models. iPhone 14 Pro models may have a titanium frame instead of a stainless steel frame. The flat iPhone 14, which is obviously more affordable compared to the Pro series, will have a 6.1-inch screen. In other words, it will be difficult to distinguish from the iPhone 13 when viewed from the front. Same size, same notch, probably same resolution as the iPhone 13. It looks like we will feel the difference in use because the 6.1-inch iPhone 14 is expected to support Apple's ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate. However, refresh rate up to 120 Hz may be exclusive to Pro models. iPhone 14 and 14 Max can support screen refresh rate up to 60 Hz. Moving on to iPhone 14 processor features. the iPhone 14 will not come with the new processor. The Apple A15 Bionic chip will be used to power the iPhone 13. So, how many GB of RAM will the iPhone 14 have? Although the amount of RAM of the iPhones is not disclosed by Apple, the iPhone 14 is expected to have 6 GB of RAM. On the memory side, there will be a distinction with the Pros. The 6 GB RAM on the flat iPhone 14 will be LPDDR4X. In terms of storage, the standard iPhone 13 models come in 128 GB, 256 GB and 512 GB options. The iPhone 14 models will come with the same storage options, but there are rumors that Apple may bring 64 GB of storage back with the iPhone 14. There are not many rumors about the iPhone 14 camera, but it is highly likely that it will come with a dual rear camera setup, as in previous models. The iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13 have a main camera and an ultra-wide camera, but they lack a few features besides the telephoto lens features on the Pro models. The iPhone 14 will also have a high probability main and ultra-wide sensor, and their telephoto sensor will not be included. We cannot say that the iPhone 14 camera will never be developed. The iPhone 14 front camera is claimed to be improved with autofocus and f/1.7 aperture. The model that will replace the iPhone mini is the same screen size as the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It will have a 6.7-inch screen and we will encounter the notch that carries the Face ID components. iPhone 14 Max processor features will be the same as iPhone 14. The Apple A15 Bionic chip, which powers the 2021 iPhones, will also power the iPhone 14 Max model. The iPhone 13 model currently on the market is among the fastest phones. The iPhone 14 and 14 Max won't have problems with speed either, but it's a pity that the latest processor is exclusive to Pro. How many GB of RAM will the iPhone 14 Max have? It is estimated that iPhone Max will use 6 GB of RAM and slower LPDDR4X memory. So, is there an improvement in the battery? How many mAh will the iPhone 14 Max come with? There are rumors that the battery capacity of the iPhone 14 Max will be 4,325 mAh. Let's talk about the iPhone 14 Max camera features. Let's hope the rumors that the front camera of all 4 iPhone models are developed are true. According to analyst Ming Kyokuo, the selfie camera on the iPhone 14 Max and other new iPhones will offer autofocus. That means sharper photos. It is also expected to use a 6-piece lens instead of a 5-piece lens on the front camera to minimize distortion and artifacts in photos. The iPhone 14 Max will also have a new 48-megapixel main camera. The wide and ultra-wide lens will stay at 12 megapixels. The 14 Pro model will have a 6.1-inch screen and will support a screen refresh rate ranging from 10 Hz to 120 Hz. Yes, we are talking about the Pro Motion technology used in the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max models. In addition, we can see the always-on display feature in Pro models. Always-on display, which will work with the lock screen widget feature in iOS 16, allows us to see weather, fitness, reminders, calendar, events and more without having to wake up the iPhone's screen. Will provide. The iPhone 14 Pro will also show its difference with its screen designs. We will now see their hole punch design, which is standard on Android phones, but alongside a pill-shaped notch that houses the front camera, Face ID infrared camera and other components. Apple plans to put some of its Face ID hardware under the screen. We have come to the end of another video presented by the robot announcer. In the video we prepared for you today, we presented information about NFT, its history, market value and different subjects. I hope you like the video. If you have any thoughts you want to add, don't forget to mention them in the comments.